Hey all you business savvy women, today I'm going to be teaching you how to build your own online shop using WordPress and Woocomerce. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and let's get started. Today I'm going to be going through the 9 steps you need to take to build your online shop, and I'm going to be looking at the tools to help you along the way. The first thing you need to do is you need to figure out the design of your website. There are 3 things you can do to help you figure this out, and it's really a great idea to have these even if you are going to be outsourcing the design. This really helps the website designer as well. So brand kit, get some inspiration to help with the design and to wireframe it out. So your brand kit consists of your logo, your colors, your fonts and typography, images, patterns, and illustrations. This is a brand kit that I whipped up for my brand RetroHex, and you can see here that it's got the colors, it's got the logos, it's got the types of fonts that I want to use, the images that I want to use, some illustrations and icons. It's super important to have these figured out before designing your website. If you can't figure these things out, you can also hire a graphic designer like myself to design your logo and brand kit, or you can have a go at doing it yourself using a tool like Canva, and I'll pop Canva link down below so you can check that tool out. The key when creating your visual brand is to keep it super simple and be consistent across all your platforms when using your brand. When you have your brand kit sorted out, it makes designing your website, your social media, all your content, print and media a lot easier to work out. The next thing you want to do is you want to get inspired. So it's really hard starting out with a blank canvas to figure out what sort of design you want for your website, what elements you should have on there. So go and check out some other websites that you like online. A really great tool to use is Pinterest. You can just type in the search engine in Pinterest, website design, and then you'll be able to scroll through and see certain websites. If you're in a particular industry, you could type in website design for jewelry shop, website design for skincare range, whatever your industry is, and you can get some inspiration in there. It's really important that when you do find a website that you like the look of, the feel of, make sure you take notes on what elements are included and what their navigation bar is as well at the top. So when you've found some inspiration, when you have your brand kit, which is your logo, fonts, and colors sorted, you can then create a wireframe. Now, a wireframe is basically sketching your website layout and elements so that you can figure out what you need on your website, how the layout's going to go, and how customers are going to navigate through your website. Some things to consider when you're working out your website and when you're doing your wireframe. Make sure you're adding a home page, a shop page, an about page, a frequently asked questions page. This is really important because it saves you time in the future. People no longer have to contact you via phone or email. They can just find those questions on your website that you've answered 24/7, and they won't have to be contacting you all the time. So it saves you time in the future if you have these frequently asked questions already sorted. Now, a way to figure out your frequently asked questions, anytime a customer asks you a question, make sure you write that down and add it to your frequently asked question page. Always have your shopping cart on your website, a My Account page, so people, once they've purchased, they can come back onto your website and find out what they've purchased. They can download or they can request a refund via that account. Another thing to consider when you're starting an online shop is to have a blog page. Now, a blog page is super important because you can start adding regular content to help improve your rank in search engines such as Google. So making sure you're adding valuable content for your audience and answering questions they may have in your blog posts. The other thing is to have a contact information. It's super frustrating when you go to a website and you can't find how to contact someone to ask a question or to find out more information. So it's important to have these details, whether that be your email, your phone, or a contact form. Another great thing to have on your website is an email opt-in. People can then sign up to receive your weekly or monthly newsletters, and you can be sending out regular content, valuable content to your audience, such as discounts, upcoming products, upcoming workshops. Whatever it is that you provide, you can set that up. And you can use tools like MailChimp, Drip, or Constant Contact, or some customer relation management tools such as HubSpot or ActiveCampaign. The other thing to consider when you have your website is to make it easy for people to come and follow you on your social media platforms. Having your social media links on your website, and also having the ability for your visitors to share your content so they can share it across all their social media platforms as well. So if they see a product that they love, such as some beautiful golden earrings, they can then share that to their social media platforms. So you want to make that super easy for them to do. The final thing you need to consider is having great product photography. Now, when you have products, physical products especially, it's really hard for visitors to understand what those physical products is going to look like on themselves. So it's important to have great product photography to show them these things. If you struggle with design, then choosing a WordPress theme like Divi or Elementor, which we are going to be looking at later, will help you. You can just choose one of their templates and then change out the colors, images, and text accordingly. Step 2, you need to purchase a domain name. So what is a domain name? When someone types in an address into the top browser bar to take them to a website, this is a domain name. This domain name will direct your visitors to where your website is stored online. Just like an address to where your house is located in the real world, a domain name is the address to where your website is stored and can be viewed online. The first thing you need to do is you need to figure out what name to choose. And sometimes you will not be able to get an exact match for your business name. So using a tool such as Name Checker makes this a lot easier. Name Checker, which is namechk.com, makes it easy for you to search if your name's available. So recently it's been a bit cold here, so I'm going to be looking to create a business called Beanie Lovers. So let's check out if that's available. All you need to do is type in the name Beanie Lovers, and then it will show you the green ones, which means they're available. So the .com is not available for Beanie Lovers, or it is, but I just need to spend $1,500, which I do not want to do. The other great thing about NameCheck is you can see if that name is available across social media platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, etc. So it's a really great tool. Anytime you do a new name search, all you need to do is refresh the page, and then you can add your new name in here. So I'm going to try Beanie Hoods. So as you can see, it's available for .com, .net, .org. So this is a good name to go with because I know that I can get the .com extension. Once you've figured out what name you can register, you then need to go and purchase a domain name from domain name providers such as Crazy Domains or GoDaddy, which I will put the links in the description below. So let's check out GoDaddy. All you need to do is type in that name, which is Beanie Hoods, and click the search bar. When you're looking at purchasing a domain, pricing should not be above $30 per year for a domain name. So here you can see that beaniehoods.com.au is available, which is great because I am in Australia. So I would purchase this one, and I can also get beaniehoods.com, which is available as well. So I can go through and purchase those there. So how do you decide what extension you need? So the .com extension is usually if you would like to grow a global company. This is great if you have hopes of reaching outside of your country, and I would definitely recommend it. If you can get it, definitely purchase it. The .com.au extension is an Australian extension for Australian businesses or companies. I recommend buying both the .com and the .com.au if available. This is good if your target audience are Australians, because Australians like to buy homegrown. You will need an Australian business name to purchase a .au extension or Australian company number. The .net originally was created for companies involved in internet networking, but anyone buys it these days. The .org originally was for not-for-profit organizations, but again, anyone uses these now. There are a lot of extensions, but the .com, the .net, and the .org are all the top tier extensions that people are used to using. So if you can get these ones, definitely I would recommend going for those. Now that you've got your website designed, sorted, you've figured out what elements you need on your site, you've purchased your domain name, now you need somewhere to store your website, which is called hosting. Every website that you see on the internet is made up of hundreds of files. Those files are hosted on servers, which are like big computer hard drives. Those servers are stored alongside other servers and are controlled and managed by hosting companies. There are thousands of companies that offer hosting, but some great hosting companies that specialize in WordPress are Flywheel and Bluehost. If you really want great support and you don't want to worry about security, then Flywheel is great, but a little bit more expensive, roughly $20 Australian per month. Bluehost is another option, but you will have to manage your own security and backups. They are roughly $12 a month. The great thing about both of these hosts is that they know WordPress really well, and when you sign up with them, they will install WordPress for you, so you don't have to worry about this. So we've been talking about WordPress. Let's just quickly cover what WordPress is. WordPress is a content management system, which basically means the ability to add images, add blog posts, add web pages, and add products without needing to know how to program or how to use any code. So here you can see the WordPress dashboard. This is where you can add media such as images, videos, PDF files. This is where you can add pages. And this is where you can add products, which we'll be looking at a little bit later. And you can access all of these from the left-hand side bar. WordPress powers over 30% of all websites, so 1 in 4 websites ever created have been created using WordPress. It is an open source platform, meaning it's free to use at its core, and has the most active developer community, meaning that as technology changes, so does WordPress to meet those growing needs. So what type of website can you build using WordPress? You can build pretty much anything you can dream of. Business websites, e-commerce, blogs, portfolios, membership sites, online learning portals, directories, and the list goes on. There are 2 types of WordPress sites, WordPress.com and WordPress.org. The .com is hosted by the WordPress community, and you can jump straight in and choose a template and voila, start building. You do have to pay to use this platform. The second is WordPress.org, which is the free-to-use software that you can install into your own host, which is what we're learning about today. When you sign up to either Flywheel or Bluehost, they will install WordPress for you and give you the login details. So you just need to log in and start building. Step number 4, you need to point your domain name at your host. So once you've bought your domain name and you have your hosting set up with WordPress installed, you will need to point your domain name at your host so that when people type in your domain name, they land on your website. To do this for Flywheel, you just need to add some text to the A records in your domain name provider, and Flywheel will walk you through how to do this process. For Bluehost, you need to add their name server into the domain provider. I know this sounds super complicated, but you literally just copy and paste, and make sure you ask your hosting provider to direct you on how to do this. Once you've set up your domain name and connected it to your hosting provider, you now need to add an SSL certificate. An SSL certificate protects your visitors' information. So when they enter details such as emails or credit card details, those details will be protected. Also, Google and other search engines are starting to punish sites that don't have this. Also, payment pathways such as Stripe, which we will be looking at later, require you to have an SSL certificate installed. You will see a not secure in the address bar if you don't have an SSL certificate installed. When you do have an SSL certificate installed, you'll see this secure padlock and the S after the HTTP. If you go with Flywheel or Bluehost for your hosting, they both come with a free SSL certificate and they will install it for you. You just need to ask them to do that. Step number 6. Now that you have your domain pointed at your host and you've installed an SSL certificate, you can now log into your WordPress dashboard and start working from there. When you start a WordPress website, you will need to choose a WordPress theme. So what is a WordPress theme? Basically, a WordPress theme is all of the graphical and styling code already written for you into a framework, so you don't have to write any code or CSS code. When you build a WordPress website, you have to choose a theme. There are a lot of free themes, but I would recommend investing some money into a paid theme so that you have more options to design exactly what you want. A lot of free themes are very limited to what you can do. So what should a paid theme offer? Make sure that they're mobile friendly. Make sure they include a page builder, which makes it easy to build out pages and posts and content. Make sure they have great support and a huge community. And make sure they have lots of online resources so that you can access how to utilize them. The other important thing is that you need to make sure that they get updated regularly for security reasons. Two of the biggest players in WordPress themes are Divi and Elementor. The Divi theme, which is made by Elegant Themes, is what I use generally. It makes building out your website super easy and you can build pretty much anything from scratch. The other great thing about the Divi theme is that if you struggle with designing, they have hundreds of templates ready for you to use. They also have a huge community with thousands of how-to videos on YouTube. You can find the link below to the Divi theme. This site here was built using one of the Divi theme templates. It's an online jewelry shop and you can go in and access hundreds of templates and choose from them to build out your own shop. Once you've installed these, all you need to do is then go in and change the content and the wording to match your business. Elementor is another fantastic theme, and just like Divi, makes it easy to build whatever you dream. It also has templates you can choose from and thousands of how-to videos. Elementor has a free version, but it does not include the elements you will need for building an online shop. You will have to have the paid version for that. Both themes are great because you can build a gorgeous, fully customized site to suit your brand, or you can choose a pre-made template and customize it to suit your brand. You can also do pretty much anything you would need without needing to know any code. Once you've decided which theme to go with, you then need to install the theme from your WordPress dashboard. So all you need to do is log into your WordPress dashboard, come down to Appearance and click Themes. And then you can add your theme here by uploading it from your computer. Then you can start to build out all of your pages or use the pre-made layouts. Step number 7. Now that you've installed your WordPress website and you've chosen a theme, you can then install the Woocomerce plugin. So what is a plugin? A plugin is a pre-made tool or feature that you can literally plug into your WordPress website without needing to know any code. Plugins can make your simple WordPress website more functional and usable. Some examples of what functions can be added include e-commerce, booking platforms, learning portals, membership portals, event calendars, and much more. So what is Woocomerce? WordPress at its core is great for building information and blog style websites, but to turn it into an e-commerce site, you will need to install an e-commerce plugin. Then you'll be able to add products, display your products, add a shopping cart, and integrate payment pathways. Woocomerce is the most popular e-commerce plugin for WordPress and the one that I use. This plugin is free at its core, but if you want to add extra functionality, such as booking calendars, memberships, or subscriptions, you have to pay for those extensions. You can check out all of those extensions and capabilities via the website link below in the description. To install Woocomerce, all you need to do is sign into your WordPress dashboard. Woocomerce is available from the WordPress plugin directory, which you can see here. All you need to do is type in Woocomerce, and then you can choose it from here. It will say install now. As you can see, I've already installed it. So all you need to do is click install now and then activate. Once you've installed and activated the Woocomerce plugin, you will then see this link over here that says Woocomerce and this products area. So to set up and configure your Woocomerce plugin, all you need to do is hover on this and go to settings. Then you can configure all of these areas such as products, tax, shipping, payments, which we will be looking at next, accounts and privacy, emails, integrations, and advanced options as well. Now that you have your WordPress site and your Woocomerce plugin installed, you now need to add payment options. The two most popular ways of taking payments is via credit card or via PayPal. Stripe is great for collecting credit card payments. You just need to set up a Stripe account first, which is free to set up, but then they take out a transaction fee. You will also need to make sure you have your SSL certificate installed for Stripe to function. Stripe is known worldwide for their ease and high security. PayPal is also a great option to have. Some customers often prefer this because they don't want to enter their credit card details. Also, if they don't have their credit card details on them, this is a great option as they can just pay via their PayPal account. You will need to have a PayPal account set up, which is free, and they take out a transaction fee. So now that you've set up your WordPress site with Woocomerce and you have your payment options chosen, you can now start adding your products and building out your website. To add a product, all you need to do is log into your WordPress dashboard and come down to the products area. To add a new product, all you need to do is click add new. If you already have products created, you can also click the duplicate to duplicate, which sometimes makes it easier and quicker. You can also import your products using a CSV file. So let me show you how to add a new product. All you need to do is click add new, and then it will take you to this product area. The first thing you need to do is give the product a name. This will be what Google indexes and what is shown in search, so make sure you choose a product name that customers will be searching for. Further down here, you need to add a long description. This is really important to add keywords and making sure you use a lot of content so that for those people who want to read more, they can find out all the information they need to know about that product. Further down, you have your product data, and this is where you can choose either a simple product, a grouped product, an affiliate product, or a variable product. Today we're going to be looking at a simple product. If you have a virtual or downloadable product, this is where you can add it here. But we're just going to add a simple product today. So here you can add your price, and for my example of golden earrings, they're $15. The sale price is really great if you have a sale coming up for Christmas or for a certain month. And this is where you can change the dates so that it's on sale from the 1st of November till the 15th of December in time for Christmas. The next area down is where you can add your inventory, so how many products you have, and your low threshold. So when it hits 10 products left, you'll get an email notification which will remind you to restock. You can also add your SKU there if you have them. Here you can add your shipping, so weight and dimensions, and a shipping class if you have one, such as a flat rate or free shipping. The next one is linked products. So here you can add products that are related and that you want to upsell, such as a nice golden clutch to match the golden earrings. You can also add different attributes such as color and size. Say for example, I have large earrings, small earrings, and medium-sized earrings. They can choose that there. Also, if I had different colors such as red, green, and blue, I can change that there as well. In the advanced setting, this is where you can add a purchase note. So once they've purchased this product, this will get sent out to their email. So it's good to have things like thank you, contact me via this email if you have any questions, or find out more via this link. You can also enable reviews here as well, or disable reviews. Further down, this is where you add your short description. Over on the right hand side, this is where you add your products. So all you need to do is click Product Gallery, and it will take you into the Media Gallery where you can choose whichever images you want. Just hold down the Shift bar for choosing more and then Add to Gallery. Then you can add your feature image. So this will be the image that's featured in the product thumbnail, on the product store, and in search engines. Again, all you need to do is click on this to bring up the media library and choose the image. It's important whenever you add an image to add alternate text so that search engines can understand what the image is about. This is another great way of getting keywords into your description. And then set product. Further up, you can add product tags such as boho, earrings, golden, and handmade. This will help people and visitors who are searching your website be able to find your product a lot easier. Then you can add your product to a category. You can create new categories here. You can create parent categories and then subcategories as well. Over on the left hand side, you can also add all of your categories here. And then you can allocate your products from this product area. You can then save draft or publish, or you can also schedule out. To preview how your image will look, all you need to do is click preview. This is the default layout that Woocomerce provides, but if you're using something like Divi or Elementor, you'll be able to design it out to look much more appealing and to your brand. So there's 9 steps to building an online shop with WordPress and Woocommerce. Make sure you design out your website and its layout. Purchase a domain name, set up WordPress hosting, point your domain name at your hosting provider, install an SSL certificate, install a WordPress theme, install the Woocomerce plugin, add your payment options, and start adding your products. So have a go. Let me know how you go below in the comments, and if you have any questions, I'd love to see what you guys build for your online shops. If you found this valuable, please give me a like and subscribe below so you get more valuable content. See you next time.